Good morning, friends and fellow travelers. It's Brandon. Starting the morning out here in Milwaukee at Collectivo Coffee. I've got the Cajun breakfast burrito. Ash got the signature avocado toast. I got my cappuccino, and Ash got a chai latte. And the view this morning, as you can look out, if it was warmer, we'd probably be out there. I can look up onto the hill. The view we've got for coffee this morning. And the harbor in Lake Michigan's right across. So, I'll let you know how it is. There it is, friends. A beautiful building, an older building. Coffee and breakfast was very good this morning. It's hard to see, but if you look straight through, you can see Lake Michigan over there. Ash and I were very pleasantly happy with our breakfast, and a good start to exploring Milwaukee today. As you can see, the hat is on. It is much cooler today than it was yesterday here and in Chicago. We're going to be down in the 30s all day today. So my Cajun breakfast burrito was very good. It had andouille sausage in it, potatoes, came with a salsa. It was really good, and Ash really enjoyed her avocado toast. So great place, Collectivo. We definitely recommend it. My cappuccino's good also. So friends, if you are in Milwaukee and you're searching for a coffee shop, Collectivo, right close to downtown, right by the harbor. So, all right, friends, we're going to see what we can get ourselves into here in Milwaukee today. Driving in downtown Milwaukee, pretty scenic area. McKinley Marina is over to our left. And you can start to see the city skyline emerging in front of us. Definitely a cool spot. Like I said, Collectivo Coffee was right by downtown. I mean, we've been in the car driving for approximately 3 minutes. So, very cool area. The historic 3rd Ward is very close to us now. The top of that spire that you can see right there is the art museum here. Veterans Park is over to our left, and Ash is driving, so I'm able to better share a little bit of the drive into the downtown area with you. But we've really enjoyed our time in Milwaukee so far, and we did a live stream downtown walking out to Lake Michigan the other day. Right there is the art museum that I partially caught for you. The Discovery Center over there to the left also. But a very cool little downtown area. And we're on our way to the Harley-Davidson Museum, friends. All right, friends, here we are at the Harley-Davidson Museum. You can see the great buildings in the background as we are right here in downtown Milwaukee. They had some music playing that I couldn't share with you, so you got to hear my voice instead. So here we go. Let's see what they have inside. We're really looking forward to this. Starting out in the engine room, friends, of the Harley-Davidson Museum. Integrated dash. Seat. Engine. All comes down to the engine, the motorcycle's core, foundation, heart, and soul. Tail lamp and fender skirting. That I've always found cool. The fender skirting that they have right there, like it's red in that scenario. '21 Road Glide King of the Baggers. The King of the Baggers series crosses a Harley-Davidson Grand American touring bike with the fierce power of a modified racing bicycle. Not very busy today, friends. $25 for Ash and me, so $50, and Charlotte was free. 45-degree angle between the cylinders defines the classic Harley-Davidson T-wings. Gotcha. Just in rhythm. '17 Milwaukee 8. Also, these are more interactive exhibits. Very cool. Very cool. The lighting's interesting. Sound challenge. Test your skills with the engine sound challenge. Okay. I knew what a lawn trimmer was, at least. Alright, well, it's pretty easy if it goes in order, too. There we go. Alright. Let's make this a little bit harder, it says. Interesting. I guess I know more. That's obviously the last one. Alright, well, I'm definitely not somebody you would consider to be an enthusiast, but I guess based on my sound knowledge I am. All the engines up on the walls there. We've got some actual bikes there in the center. Very cool. Very cool experience here at the Harley Museum. It's a timeline of the actual engines starting in 1911. Very cool. Knuckle pan shovel. Of course, if you guys want to read any of this, make sure to pause if I'm going too fast for you. The wall of engines leading all the way up to where we are closest to today. Horn grill. Front fender. Front fork. And the gas tank. See how they change through the years all the way up to what we have now. The Milwaukee 8. There's the 1913s. Somebody's over at the 19. They go in order like all the way to the other end. You can see through the years. Very cool where they started. Going through the years of the bikes. 1912. 1919. Even they had the fender, the covers for the fender covers even back then. Very cool military one. That one's got the sidecar on it. The sidecar. Who's been a fan of sidecars? $19.20. Try to incorporate this information for you guys as best as I can. We're into almost 1930. Looks a little bit more modern, right? We'll come around here. That one's pretty cool too. Look at the seats back in those days though. Look at those seats. Very interesting. Back to the originals now. $1906. Over here. Model 2. Interesting. We'll walk over in here. $1903. Serial number 1, atmospheric valve single, 1903. Look at that thing, friends. It's incredible. Very cool. Some more information about serial number 1 has long been recognized as the oldest motorcycle in Harley-Davidson's collection. Motorcycles from 1905. Very cool. Sure to stop if you guys need or want to read more. Book containing certificates for the first shares of the Harley-Davidson Motor Company in 1907. Look at those. Quite antiquated. Record of minutes from the first meeting of the Harley-Davidson Motor Company in 1907. You can make out what it says? It's in good shape for 1907. It's just difficult to actually read it. Price list of parts. Look at those prices on there, friends. Think we can get them for that price still today? Motor Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Look at this guy. Buckboard motor, one of the earliest surviving Harley-Davidson engines, and the illustration in the 1907 catalog. $375. Everyone should have one. Look at that. It's quite speedy. Speeds 4 to 30 miles per hour. It's faster than Ash drives. The original building. Oh my goodness, friends. Look at that. Home of the company was a shed 10 by 15 feet and a story high back at the Davidson home at 38th Street and what is now Highland Boulevard. And the original founding members here. President, Works Manager, Chief Engineer, General Salesman, Manager, and Secretary. Engineering drawing by William Harley. This is 1901 right here, this drawing, friends. Machine shop of the world. So this is the Model 3 from 1907. Atmospheric valve single. some more information there. We got some bicycles up on the walls there. Old school. A Harley-Davidson bicycle. Growing company, shrinking world. Milwaukee Motorcycle Club. Photo album documenting a trip Lillian Harwas took with Erstein Langenberg in September 1914. Greetings from Milwaukee. Lots of stuff here, friends. And this is just a overview for you guys. Massive museum here. 1936. So we're into the 30s, friends. A legend is born in the early 1930s. Began work on a new model designed to retain the best of the past and incorporate new principles that would produce a motorcycle unparalleled in performance and efficiency. A new color sensation. Cool. There we go, friends. That's what I'm looking at right there. That's Coca-Cola. It's my drink of choice when it comes to soda. Cream Pop, 5 cents. I'll say it again. You think we can get it for that price today? I like this one. I like the red a lot. I'm always a sucker for red. This is in 1933. Compared to some of these ones that look more militarized. To me, that looks militarized anyway. And we come over here. Look at that. Model G Cervicar side valve V-twin. Now that, interesting. Very cool. Model G Cervicar side valve V-twin. Look at the back of that thing. I was kind of curious when the seats really started to change compared to looking more like a bicycle seat to what motorcycle seats are today. Motorcycles deliver snappy service, U.S. mail. That's interesting. Wonder how aerodynamic that was with the side of that. Like that. Cool. And now we get into the 30s. Still with that same seat design. That's what I'm curious about. Like I said. Model C side valve single. Look over here. You can look straight down. The American flag print on it. I think it's doing a stunt jump or something right there. It's a cool little spot. (1933) sidecar side valve V-twin. That's another one I like. I love the red and black. Model R our side valve V-twin. Now we're in the late 30s. Look at that green. You like that green one? Ash's favorite color is green, so she probably is a big fan of that. When we go to this blue color, you can really see like a stark transition though from the militarization of some of these compared to others. And then this is a 1938 model here. This blue one here. A 1932 police motorcycle. Very cool. With a police uniform from then. Toys reflect the times. Interesting the way that they made toys then too.
Now in actual war
World War II.
with aggressor nation. We shall send an ever-increasing number ships, planes,
Military production.
That is our purpose and our pledge.
Lots of cool stuff. I mean, this is back World War II times, so.
Is this arms factory somewhere in Midwestern United States? From sub-assembly lines,
Genuine oil. Frontline hero, back him up with bonds. Almost ready to go downstairs, friends. Moving pretty good through this museum, actually. I'm kind of surprised. The music. Lots of information down here. Newport News polo team. We're up to the 40s. I like that it goes all through the ages though, like in pretty chronological order. It's an interesting rig. That's from 1934. Some up there on the wall. They've done a good job with this place. It's a beautiful museum. Trophy won by Jimmy Selkirk. Turkey Run victory. $1930 up here. And then 1928. Some of the older affiliated uniforms that they used to wear. Road Kings, Turnpike Ramblers from Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Before the cuts that we see today, you know. The caps, the old Harley-Davidson caps. Very cool. I like that they added in a little section for the old apparel that they used to wear in this time period when they started to come together. There's Smokin' Joe, friends. Or the post-Wrecking Crew era of Harley-Davidson racing. 1936. I have some more up here. bikes from the 40s. There's one from 1939 back there, that one back there behind the red one. This one's cool. $1946. I like that blue one too. That's a nice color. B-twin. And then Police of Milwaukee right there, friends. 1947. 80 miles per gallon. Travel this safe, comfortable way. Cool. Heading towards the archives viewing area here. We've got some information regarding the African American community and Harley-Davidson. Church lady. King Midas. There's Ash. Baby Char just fell asleep. Ash said she's never been over to this section of the museum. She has been here before. No, I've never been here, so. This is the vault, friends. The archives. Can't go past this gate right here. HD Archives, Storage and Workshop Museum staff only beyond this gate. So, that's all we got up here on the third floor. Present, 1998, 1952, 1939. So then we go back down to the museum and go to the first floor from what I gather. That's a beautiful rig from bike from 1992, XDB Daytona. Yeah, I like that one. Alright, down to the first floor we go. Now we've now made it to the first floor. You can see how just large this place is. Massive place. I don't want to show you guys everything, so you guys will come here yourself because it's worth a visit. But now we're getting into the 50s with the bikes. Still that bicycle seat design, so still leaves me curious when they made that transition. Perhaps here, 1960. Of course, that's more like a moped. Okay, so scooters in the Italian connection. Golf car. I even made a boat. That's interesting. 1964 Tomahawk Arrow. And a snowmobile. This is a cool one here too. Look at that one. While the camera decides to focus. Here you go, friends. Here's the section about Dick O'Brien's 1970 Streamliner. Look at that thing. Supposition is that you just sit in that thing. Looks like it. Looks like a seat of some kind. Here's the man himself.
Meanwhile, Manning's Dreamliner had showed enough promise at Speed Week that
I'll show you how he
sent its
sits.
racing engineer, Dick O'Brien, to see Manning and examine his bike in detail. On his return to the Harley-Davidson home office in Milwaukee, O'Brien reports to Vice President John Davis.
2016. Randy Detroit Hayward. Cool section.
One of the world's finest racing riders, and he has an unusual talent for communicating exactly how to ride the bike.
What a large place. I go all the way down here on the first floor also. And friends, here is the bike, the Elvis bike, the 1956 KH. No information about Elvis Presley himself. But here is his bike from 1956. I love the red, flashy. My favorite color personally. This is a 1941 also. Lots to see here, friends. Wallace Van Sant. Here's the bottom of that display that we saw from up top earlier. I like this little exhibit right here showcasing the bike jumping up. You can go down and learn a little bit more about the two-stroke single from 1976. Those are all names and signatures on there, friends.
People riding on this,
Cool.
it's like to be
Very interesting. That whole bike's got signatures all over it. The sidecar included. Wow, friends, that was amazing. What a time we had in the Harley-Davidson Museum. I mean, the whole environment here is amazing how they have it set up. We're going to take a walk over here along the river, and the wind is really heavy today, so if you have trouble hearing us, we apologize. But we can't wait to show you some more adventures here in Milwaukee today. And right next to the museum, you can walk right along the river here. So they really have a cool setup here at the Harley-Davidson. I mean, the whole compound is more what I would call it, because it's more than just a museum. But the whole greater setup to what they have. You can start to see some of the downtown buildings. We really enjoyed that museum. Ash had been there, but it was new. I used to have the Terminator bike there, and that's what Ash was really looking forward to seeing again, but it was a temporary exhibit. She was there last time. So that's interesting. He's a big fan of the Terminator movies. What'd you say? Oh yeah, 5 years ago. So it is much chillier today. I think the wind is not helping either, because the wind is blistering. Well, what should we do next? Go to the public market? We'll go to the public market and look around more thoroughly in there for you guys. We can park in the 3rd Ward and walk in the 3rd Ward a little bit and share that with you, some of those locations. So 3rd Ward and Public Market coming up next, friends. And downtown Milwaukee, cool area coming up. The Riverwalk is up here. We're close to the 3rd Ward, and we are also just right by the public market where we're going next. We already visited the public market, but we didn't make a video there, so we'll be sharing that with you today. I want you guys to see what we have as options in the public market, and it looks like a really cool, it's a really nice place. There's lots of, there's a spice shop, there's seafood. It's a nice market. Can't wait to show you guys. All right, friends, there's the public market, and we are in the historic 3rd Ward now. You can look around, you can see the restored businesses. So the 3rd Ward essentially is a restored warehouse district that now offers nightlife and other charm to it, amenities, art galleries, shops, that sort of stuff. Lots of restaurants. We ate over here at the Elephant, and I keep forgetting if it's the Elephant and Castle or if it was the Elephant and I don't even know. But we ate right up the block there, and we sat outside and it was heated. It was great. But you can see, you can look around here, and there is the public market looking down the street the other way. We're gonna head inside and show you what we got. Inside the actual public market, there's the fish company down there. They've got lots of fresh fish. They've got an oyster bar, lots of stuff, lots of options to choose. For food, you get empanadas there, lots of options. Up here is mainly just seating for people that want to have a place to eat, and some of these places have limited seating, like you can see there. We've got 4-inch kitchen. They have nice clocks there with the different times on them. There is a deli there. This spot here has a lot of different foods, from meatloaves and pizzas, calzones, that sort of thing. Right below me is where you can go and get produce and that sort of thing. They have a coffee shop that's right down there by the entrance. Difficult to film down here, otherwise I would be. Lots of people. Wine, and then they have a place you can sit and do wine tastings, and that's not a bad gig either. They can do charcuterie boards, that sort of thing. And then the sweet shop right down here, you can see some of the stuff that they have. Lots of options for food. The thing that I like is that the vibe in here feels very comforting, even with all the people. There's not like, you don't feel rushed or anything. We were figuring out what we wanted to do for lunch. Nobody was pressuring us, or anything like that. And we decided we're going to go with Safe House, which is a Milwaukee specialty restaurant, and we'll head over there. That's what we're going to do for lunch today. We'll go back down and walk around, and I'll see what I can capture for you, but largely I'm going to go and do lunch, and then we'll see what we can get ourselves into after that. Checking out the Spice House. So of course Ash and I had to go with the Bloody Mary mate. We're going to get that. And she said it's very versatile. It's not just for Bloody Marys. But they have some sweeter stuff on this side. Spiced vanilla sugar. She said they have a lot of their traditional, just bulk spices over here. You can see some of it. Cinnamon. They have cumin and stuff over here. They had a ranch too that looked pretty good. But this is the spices section of the Milwaukee Public Market. Shallots, cheddar cheese powder. They have some. They have orange peel. They even have some popcorn seasonings in here, which looked really good, like a cheddar cheese. There's Hungarian paprika versus Spanish paprika. So, some cool stuff here. Himalayan salt. Ash is kind of, she didn't say she wanted anything, so maybe I'll pick up their ranch seasoning and call it a day here. I wanted something from the Spice House, so had to get something. Some sweets here at Adams Bakery. There's chocolate, Betty butter, peanut butter chocolate. sugar cookies too. They're with butter. Funfetti.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Just fine. How are you?
Doing all right. Do you want
Making
any?
memories?
We're travel vloggers.
Oh,
So
you want to get a cupcake?
wouldn't be the public market if there wasn't some
Not yet.
actual produce. We got C. Adams Bakery. That's where we got the cookies at. I got an M&M, and then we got 2 peanut butter chocolate, and Ash got a brookie, so brownie and cookie. We got cheese flips, lots of sweets here, and then fresh olive oils and Asian balsamic over here. That's another cool thing. And dark chocolate balsamic there. Red apple.
So we have balsamic vinegars in the middle, dark and white, and then fresh olive oil
Cinnamon pear.
all in the back. There's something that you would like to sample. We can make some samples for you.
Peach. Interesting. Hey, baby. Any that you're thinking of? Okay, friends, we're on the Riverwalk now. That's right adjacent to the public market. We wound up buying a couple of cookies, like I told you, and then we bought a thing of raspberry balsamic and a 200 ml of cilantro and onion olive oil. So we were busy in the public market buying a couple things we wanted to try out, and then we've got some sweets for the ride home. And now we're on the Riverwalk. Looking at some of the scenic architecture. It's not going to be a elongated walk because it is chilly today, but we'll walk a little bit, and then yeah, I'm almost hitting the top of the bridge here, friends. This is the Milwaukee River. And there are some signs. You can see just how beautiful this city actually is. Ash said, you know, I think I could live in this city. I agree to an extent. It is a beautiful city, and it's cleaner than Chicago that we visited yesterday. Most definitely. And we got the scenic Milwaukee Riverwalk posters up. The Avenue 3rd Street Market, West Town District. We got signs up telling you how far to get to each of those different areas. And then they have a little map of the Riverwalk here. To Lakefront Summerfest grounds, the historic 3rd Ward that we were just in. Fish sculpture, the bronze fawns, which is a popular one. That's kind of the one I really wanted to see, but that's kind of far down, so we'll see. I don't think Charlotte's going to let us get very far today. It is kind of cold, so if it was warmer, she definitely would be okay with going farther on the Riverwalk. I think the main thing Ash and I really wanted to see while we were here is some of the architecture down here in Milwaukee. So we're looking at some of it. We're going to go to Safe House for lunch. We were back and forth between the St. Paul Fish Company and Safe House. They're both top 10 in Milwaukee cuisine. If you look at the right, if you look at like rankings. So we're gonna go with Safe House. It's like a spy themed restaurant. One of the namesake Milwaukee buildings right there in front of us with that green roof. Planet Fitness building, apparently. She hates that hat. Even when it's cold, she don't want that hat on, friends. I don't know what that's about, but Cool area. You can see the clocks that they have spread out around the river. Lots of gyms, areas to work out and exercise in this area. Not a bad area at all. And there's that larger building I was telling you about along the Riverwalk. So cool view here from this part. Charlotte wants to keep taking her hat off. But here at the bridge, and you can look back further down where we just came from. Not a bad area here in Milwaukee. Down into the city. Now here on the other side, Ash had to go down this lift with the stroller. Way off in the distance, that stadium is the Pfizer Forum, home to the Milwaukee Bucks NBA team. A pretty area of downtown Milwaukee here. Again, we've got Safe House on the docket for lunch, so I don't know where that is, but that's going to be our lunch today. We'll have to look it up. Water pouring out there. There's the Pfizer Forum. Milwaukee Bucks home stadium. People going across the bridge. And there's a historic sign here for the Milwaukee Centennial, which was Wisconsin's. Let me read that sign actually for you before I try to guess. Wisconsin's oldest newspaper. So, the Milwaukee Centennial has chronicled the events of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and the world longer than any other newspaper in the state. Founded as a weekly on June 27, 1837 by Solomon Juneau, Milwaukee's first mayor. So there you go, friends, a little fact about Milwaukee history. And friends, sorry for the crying in the background, but here is the Ambassador Hotel, and that is the hotel that is famous for Jeffrey Dahmer. So that, a darker piece of the history of Milwaukee, and that is that piece. So, continuing on now to Safe House to eat lunch. Driving back to downtown Milwaukee. Another view of scenic downtown as we roll in from the Ambassador Hotel. There's the Marquette University sign. We were just close to the Marquette University Law School. Alumni Memorial Union. Again, this is the Marquette University campus here in Milwaukee. We were going through the DePaul University campus yesterday, the Loop campus when we were in Chicago, so that was pretty cool. But here is a view of some of the buildings here in downtown. That's cool. Here near the Marquette campus. Ash really fancied this church, this red church coming up here. But we're on our way to Safe House for lunch now. And then we'll see what other trouble we get into. There's a big building over there too. Here's the red church that Ash really likes.
I did a U-turn, don't tell anyone.
Ash did a couple U-turns. I won't spill the beans too much. This is the building I'm referring to. I don't know exactly what it is over there. But on our way to the spy-themed Safe House for lunch. We'll be right back. One of the many murals of downtown Milwaukee. friends, we are almost to Safe House. And now the Daniel M. Soref National Geographic Dome Theater and Planetarium is right up here. This is what I'm referring to right there. I don't know if that's the fire department or what, but we were just in a real historic district of downtown here. National Geographic, interesting. Another cool structure here in Milwaukee, an old clock tower right by the Pabst Brewery, I assume, and the Milwaukee Repertory Theater. We're gonna turn on Water Street here. Oh, it's the Pabst Theater. I couldn't see the bottom of that sign. So, large clock tower there, yep. Turning right here, and this is Water Street. And that's a cool piece of art right there. And this is Water Street. Very historic downtown area here in Milwaukee. Jimmy John's. Just a cool downtown. We're getting close to the public market again. So friends, you walk down this alley and there is a mysterious red door, and that's the door you go in for the Safe House. It's a spy door. This whole restaurant is spy themed. So we'll go up to the door. You can see we're right in the heart of the city here.
Initiated, do you know the password? No, do you have a silly guess?
Password?
I hear some wild stuff. I hear password the most though. So I like that. But come on over to the carpet over here, and then we will get you initiated. So what I like to do is have you pull a ticket of spy covers from my hand. You can pull one or two so you have some options.
Alright, let's take two.
Alright. Now, out of all three of those, I want to see your best impressions of two of them. Maybe just 5 seconds worth, whatever you want. Also, if you want, I can take the camcorder.
Oh, sure.
We're photographers here, for sure.
Cowboy.
All right, give me your best lasso. Yeehaw, big belt buckle walking. Woo, there we go. All right, baby. I'm just kidding.
Shy.
And the next one?
Is that Fortnite like the game?
Fortnite emote. Oh, so do you know like the gritty or any of those goofy ones you see on there? You can do the gritty? Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing to capture on camera. Yes, there we go, there we go, yes.
I don't even know.
There's some other ones I can't remember either. Very good job. Do we have a third card too?
Yeah.
Let's implement that one. What do we got for the third?
I don't know what that means. You know what that is?
What does it say?
Vogue.
Vogue? Oh, so voguing is like, bah, bah. Have you seen the Madonna song? So you pretty much do like a pose, but you do both hands like this.
So like,
Yes, just like that. So pose, pose. Perfect. Vogue. There we go. All right. Very good job. You did wonderful, spies. Thank you so very much. Now you are trustworthy. You can go ahead and pull the lever below the clock there, and you're free to enter. Wow.
And that opens the rest. Thank you.
Thank you.
That opens the restaurant from this place. This is the Safe House. All right, friends, we made it over to our table. You saw what we had to do to actually get into this place. They were playing some Madonna, so I couldn't share it with you. But you can see on this menu, everything is spy themed, from the Blackbird to the brisket MIA. And look at the restaurant around us. It's all spy themed. So let's see what we decide to order here. You can see they put a lot of work into this menu. I mean, look up here. It says every mission begins with a visit to Q, referring to appetizers. Only open documents you trust, seals and flaps. I mean, every part of this menu, the mac and cheese, even their drinks were all spy themed in nature as far as names. Everything was in reference to spying or spies. It was really cool. All right, friends, here come the appetizers. We went with the meatballs and the garlic toast, which weren't that good, really. And here's the cheese curds. and the ranch with and the special red sauce over there. And I'll let Ash tell you how they were as she takes a bite here. How were they, honey?
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's about it. You can look around this restaurant and see all the national flags and everything. I really like the aesthetic here, and I think it really fits the spy theme that they're trying to keep here. The entrees finally arrived. I got the License to Kill macaroni and cheese here. It has chicken, broccolini, and then if we take a look over at what Ash has, she got the buffalo mac and cheese. And she, again, said that it was average, and mine, was okay. I mean, I had the leftovers for the next night, but ultimately the food here was just average, but we would go back just for the aesthetic of the place, I think. Okay, friends, we're out of Safe House and right here on the riverfront next to the big question mark, whatever that ensemble is about. We're looking out at Milwaukee again. Friends, we appreciate you all joining us on our adventures the last few days through Milwaukee and Chicago. It definitely leaves Ash and I with the sense that we want to explore more cities, I think. I think that this adventure through Milwaukee especially was a really positive one. What do you think? Do you think it was a good... Yeah, Chicago was a little rough because of the traffic, but, it was a good trip. So we'll look around one last time here. There's normally a canoe and kayak launch here, but not right now. So, friends, thank you for joining us on our trip. We have a lot more planned for you. I know I was saying for months Milwaukee is coming soon, and then we finally made it to Milwaukee. But we have a lot more to come. This is just the beginning for us. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And for our members, thank you so much for your support. And if you're not a member, we have 3 different levels of memberships available, starting just at $2 a month, friends. So if that's something you're interested in, you'll get a lot of exclusive content with that. So big things coming for the Whitcombs. I hope you all come back and watch, like, comment, subscribe, and share our videos. We do appreciate all of you. I'm going to leave you with this view of the Milwaukee River now. If you want to say bye. Oh, a fish just popped up. You want to say bye?
Bye.
What a great adventure this was. We already have plans to get back to Milwaukee and explore it once more. So, friends, for baby Charlotte, for Ash, for Waylon and Ollie, and Winston, who didn't make the trip because we're going to have to go pick him up before this ice storm comes in. Ultimately, it's a good idea that we didn't stay here until Thursday like we were going to originally, because we would have been in trouble with the weather. So something told us to come back Wednesday, because we almost stayed here until Thursday, but we decided not to. So friends, I'm Brendan for the Traveling Whitcombs. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and we'll catch you on our next adventure. Saying goodbye one last time from Milwaukee for now.